like church, kids. Get it? Happy Easter? Because it's bunnies and it's Easter? I'm just kidding. Easter isn't about bunnies. It's about how Christ rose from the dead. But before we get into our story, we're going to go on an Easter egg hunt, but there's a catch. It's dark in there. Let's go. I found one. Man, Miss Glenna, you hit these really good.
I tried.
I can't even find them.
I'll give you a hint. There's still one in a window.
There's still one in the window. The other window. Okay.
And I think there's one more. A chair, potentially?
Oh, I had to go all the way around the table. Okay, I think there's one more. Where is it though? Did you put in one of these buckets?
You're getting hotter. Hotter.
Oh, found it. Okay, guys, let's get into the lesson.
You know, great job, Miss Darcy, trying to hunt those Easter eggs. You know what? That reminds me of a story of when Jesus was arrested and then he was beaten and then he was crucified on the cross. And on that day, it got dark. You know, and Miss Darcy was hunting Easter eggs in the dark. But let me tell you, it was even darker. But it didn't stay dark. Miss Darcy has got a wonderful story to tell you about why it didn't stay dark.
After Jesus was crucified, Joseph, a follower of Jesus, took his body, wrapped him in cloth, and brought his body to a tomb. You see, the tomb was covered by a stone, and I mean a big stone. This stone weighed 2,000 to 3,000 pounds, which is the size of a vehicle nowadays. And I know I can't move that vehicle, and I'm sure you can't. But the Romans wanted to take an extra precaution and hire guards to stand outside of the tomb to guard Jesus' body, because they were afraid that the disciples were going to steal his body and make it look like Jesus had rose from the grave. But you see, 3 days later, after Jesus died, an angel appeared outside of the tomb, looking like a bright lightning bolt, with his clothes as white as snow. And he moved the stone away, and it scared the guards so much that they fainted. Well, while this was happening, Mary and a couple other women went to the tomb to put perfume on Jesus' body. But when they got there, they saw the angel was sitting on top of the stone. And he said to them, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you are looking for Jesus, who was crucified. He is not here. He has risen, just as he said he was going to. Come to the place where he lay." That was Matthew 28, verses 5 through 6. You see, when they heard what the angel had said, they rushed to go to tell the disciples. But on the way, they ran into Jesus himself and fell to his knees and worshiped him. When Jesus rose from the dead, he gave us the opportunity to live a new life, a life free of the darkness of sin. You see, when you become a Christian and love and follow Jesus, God removes the darkness of sin, and he lets you grab hold of the gift he has gifted you in life, which is living a joy-filled life on earth and getting to live forever in heaven with him. There is no greater gift in the world than that. In Ephesians chapter 2, verse 5, it says, "So he gave us new life because of what Christ has done. He gave us life even when we were dead in sin. God's grace has saved you." I want that to be your memory verse so that you can remember that God has made a sacrifice so that we can live with him forever.
Wasn't that a great story? I am so glad Jesus rose from the dead to bring new life for me. I have a question for you though. How do you think your life is different because Jesus rose from the dead? Think about that. Okay, I have a few things that you may want to work on this week. One would be a prayer, praising God for Jesus beating death and bringing life and new hope to us. Or you can write and tell us what your favorite part of the story was about. Or read it for yourself in Matthew 28, verses 1 through 10. And the last one, I love this one. Draw a picture about Jesus rising from the dead, and then at the bottom of the picture, write the word alive.
I hope you enjoyed today's lessons, kids. I can't wait to see you back next week. Bye!
Bye.